Like, how many months has it been? 4 or 5 for me?
Wow. Resist you if you want to just try to do it.
And even my elbows are weak.
Yeah, dude, everything feels. And this is weird too. Like I got a lot of fucking pain, like up here where it attaches to my shoulder.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Is that after the?
Yeah. And after the surgery and shit, like my wrist freaking hurt real bad. I was like, dude, it's so fucking weird. But
Yeah.
like my hand's still numb in the palm.
Oh, it's weird.
My thumb, my pointer finger still kind of numb. There's a major nerve right there where they gotta reattach it, so it always gets kind of fucked with.
Broke my T1. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah.
And it just popped off. It's like that big, just floating there. And you know how I used to do like a lot of shrugs and stuff like that?
Yeah.
My entire trapezius was numb, and then my arms, my fingers went numb all the time, and I'm just like, man. And every time I went to do something, I'm like, man, this sucks. And then I started getting pain and through my fingers on the bottom side.
Yeah.
It was really, really strange, you know. I was just I don't like that. And then, so I quit training for 2 months, and I got really, really stiff. I started walking like this, and I didn't even realize it until I looked in the mirror, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm becoming this old man. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, no old man here, man. So I started pulling it back and started doing my push-ups again. It was like 60 days, and the chiropractor's like, oh, you don't need surgery. It's not off sitting fine. It's directly perfect where it was.
Yeah.
But man, I was just like, oh, dude, this isn't something that I wanted to,
deal with.
Yeah, not at all. But,
Wrist all right?
Sure. Just gotta do a little bit of pulling with it,
Yeah.
I haven't done any kind of curls or anything, I haven't done that kind of.
Yeah, I just tried to pick up like I think they're like 40 pounds or whatever. And I was trying to do him. Jesus, man. Like fuck back when I was doing it, should have had that 50, 55 or whatever out here and was just freaking throwing it up.
Yeah. Scott was like, hey, what's a good range? I said, 40 to 60 is good, And he's like, he goes, okay, good. I said, yeah, man, don't stress about the weight.
Yeah, just as long as you freaking do something.
Yeah. He's like our age, isn't he? Well, I'm older than you.
Yeah, I think he's 40 a year younger than me, a year or two younger than me.
Are you? How old are you?
I'll be 45.
Okay.
If you're feeling good and you want to go, we can.
Okay.
Instead, I'm not gonna like try to fucking pin you or anything.
Sure. Yeah,
Just kind of hang on.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of workout.
Okay. Oops. Off the pad. You want to pull down? I'll resist you down.
Okay. definitely don't have the endurance I had.
You don't have the strength.
Yeah, I know. It's horrible. Yeah, that guy worked with Chris Haggett, he puts on that fitness thing in Green River.
Oh yeah.
He just want us to do a tournament. It's like, oh, shit, dude. Wants me to like set one up. Now, first thing I'll set.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to do that either. I know we have to have insurance, and then
I don't know, like, I don't know if you can get around that with like waivers or you actually have to freaking.
I was told that the waivers don't mean anything. Like, you gotta still get sued.
No shit.
I mean, they can't. Like, if you're at a tournament, they can't sue you there, is from what I understand. But like, if you're at your house,
Yeah.
and someone wanted to sue you because we're at your house,
Yeah.
and they could even if they signed the paper.
Huh.
That's how dumb it is. I was just like, they knew what they were getting into. You know?
Yeah, no shit. Like,
but I don't know. That's what I was told. That's what Scott said. His Mr. Panetta said.
no shit.
Huh. Yeah, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Because we used to let people go jump on a trampoline and stuff, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's a really bad one," you know.
yeah.
My friend almost bit his tongue in half. I remember him.
I almost did that when I was a kid, jumping over a fence. Really bad, jumping over to get a fucking football.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you have any stitches in it? My friend did.
My uncle gave me a fucking ice cube, said, suck it up. He goes, I almost bit mine completely off.
You're like, oh, that's what's wrong with your voice.
Yeah. That's what's wrong with your stupid face.
You know, you're next week. Bitch,
Yeah.
I saw your video.
Yeah.
I'll fight it all the way down if you want to go.
Right.
My arm's shut.
Yeah. My biceps are like, what the hell are you doing? I'm used to this.
Holy crap! It's been a minute, hasn't it?
Yeah.
How many months has it really been? When did that happen?
Into July.
July, really?
Yeah. Yep.
So it has been 6 months.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Yeah, I haven't pulled at all.
Yeah. I pulled the one time with Scott when he came over a while back. And yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's crazy. Yeah, here not so long ago, I made the decision. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna go for first place this year. I really staked in that.
That's awesome.
I was like, I think I could do it if I could, because I lost a bunch of weight, and then I actually lost more. I was down to like 172. I think right now I'm probably 175, but just because I'm lazy. But shit, dude, that fasting I did for 30 some hours or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, it reset something. Cause like I'm fucking,
You went 30 hours, huh?
yeah,
Holy
like
crap.
30, I think it was 34. But yeah, fucking, and felt better. Like, dude, I don't get bloated when I eat. Like, I don't eat as much anymore. Like, it's crazy. And then the weight just like kept kind of coming off. And so,
Yeah, I'm on a
I just-
strict keto right now.
yeah, I think
Dropping
I'll just
weight.
stick with that. I'm gonna build me a sauna.
Well, that's
Started
good.
the sauna a bunch and
That's awesome.
do that. So,
That's a good idea. I'm gonna get an endless pool for my wife because she's a swimmer.
oh, nice.
So we're gonna.
If you want a hole.
So we're gonna get one of those. You know, one thing that when I arm wrestled that guy, the big stocky guy, my tendons when I was pushing against his, he locked them like this.
Yeah.
And it was really, really painful.
Put a lot of pressure on them.
He did on purpose. He was cutting into me like that.
Yeah, because yours stick way out. Like mine, I guess this stick out too, not quite like that.
You know, the guitar strings.
Yeah.
I wasn't about to give him up though. I was
Yeah.
like, I almost had him. You know what? I didn't know about the cut like that.
Yeah, so
I had him, and then he let go when I almost had him.
Yeah.
And then right after that, we went like that and dropped me. And I'm like,
yeah, so like, if you're getting them down like this and you can't quite get any more out of your pronator and stuff, if you can come back up and get behind it and cut your wrist in and just chop down on that wrist. And a lot of times they'll give it to you because they're trying to hook. So like if they got you kind of laid out, you're coming down or whatever, you can't get no more, cut that in and get your shoulder up behind it, and you can almost like a kind of shoulder hammer press.
That's what he did to me.
Yeah.
Did you see him shift all of his weight like that? He got me, and I was like, man, I didn't even realize that because he got me really quick that way.
Yeah. Well, and that's like that dude that beat me down there. He went like I had him clear back here, and he slipped. I actually let him slip. I was holding on to him, and I was like, man, I got this dude if we go to the strap, like, you know. And then I was like fighting, trying to get him down, and then fucking let him go. He got back, well, he changed the shit up, and he went straight to a flop press. It totally took me off guard. And fucking, I was like, dude. But he was smart. I didn't even think about it.
So he went like this
So
and then pushed.
So he, starting out, you're in the strap, he immediately just goes boom like that. And it freaking turned my hand weird and like just freaking peeled me open.
That's what he's supposed to do on the push, or the flop push.
The hell, man, me and Scott figured it out. Can't remember what we did.
If he goes like this.
Yeah. Oh, it was pull back. So if he's going to flop press, drag. So drag as hard as you can.
That makes sense,
To
actually.
kind of like open them back up.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
So then you get them out like that, because the flop press they give up the wrist. So they're just going to be trying to flop and push you right down. So by dragging, you're pulling them kind of open, and then you can throw your pronator into it. Because you're taking them out kind of a weird angle.
Yeah.
Because they'll try to get their whole body in behind it. So if you can peel them out like that, then you got it quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Scott worked on it for a while after that happened. It was like, dude, I got to come up with a counter attack to the old flop press.
I can't remember how the one dude beat me because I was pulling him. I got him right here, and then he did something that I couldn't even move him anymore. And I was like, and then he got me and pulled me back over.
Yeah,
the big dude. You know?
I wonder if he.
I don't know if he, because when I looked at him in the video, he was like this. It looked like he was bench pressing me.
So he might have. So say like you're getting me down like that.
Yeah.
He might have pushed his elbow up to kind of climb, and then got behind it.
That's actually, I think that's what he did. Because he was sideways after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd
because
be the only thing I can think of, because like, so you're static, you're stuck. The only thing that's going to make you rise, unless you got crazy rising strength, is to lever that elbow forward, and then that will allow him to get behind your shoulder and then push down. So go ahead. So if I do that, climb up behind it, and then get behind it.
Invert over.
Yeah. But I mean, you still have to be a pretty strong fucker to do that.
Yeah.
You want to try? I'll try hook, and you want to try pronate? Try to work on some pronator strength.
This?
Yep. Okay. I'll just try to hold you.
It's like, what's that? It's a cat.
Kitty. Meow meow. Kiki.
definitely lost finger strength.
Yeah, mine too. Like I had a lot of like my pinky strength and shit was. I tried my gripper thing and it's fucking weak as hell.
Yeah, I lost like 35 pounds, 40 pounds.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
that's nuts when you just don't do nothing.
It's a good workout.
Well, like that strongman you showed, like I watched the actual video on YouTube.
Yeah.
And like when he was in prison or whatever, freaking strengthening his tendons by just pulling on the chains and shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, that makes a lot of sense why table time does more for you than like, weights and shit like that, because it strengthens your tendons.
You know, I knew about the immovable
Yeah.
pull, like, because Bruce Lee used to do that. He'd
Yeah.
pull up on a chain and he would just go one more link, and he would just sit there for different links and
work
just
it all the
pull.
way up. Yeah.
He was crazy strong then, like, and he also had incredible muscular endurance.
Yeah.
I want to say I read somewhere that he was doing like 50, 60 dips and push-up or pull-ups, chin-ups, whatever.
Yeah.
You could do the chin-ups or supinated or pronated, pull-ups, whatever you want to call it. And
Yeah.
he was doing that's really impressive. I had a friend that could do like 40 dips, and that was crazy to me. I was just like, man, that's.
Yeah. I was out. My elbows don't like that shit.
I can do like 25 on a good day. That's about my best.
Yeah, I think last time I tried, I think I got like 16. We were at a competition.
Yeah.
Fucking everybody standing around. Everybody was like, "Oh, see how many dips fucking we can all do."
Yeah.
I did more than everybody else, but it was still. I was like, dude, I haven't done dips since high school.
Yeah, I do anywhere from 5 to 15 is my average.
Yeah. Elbow keeps popping.
Yeah, there's no way I would arm wrestle with my left arm in the con. I'd snap my wrist. Couldn't help. Ever since I broke it at 16, it's never been the same.
Yeah, I've always noticed you had that big ass lump there.
Yeah. I can do, 100 and some pounds reverse forearm curls, but I'll be damned if it doesn't. It feels like it's hurting all the time, like it's gonna break.
Yeah.
I don't like that feeling.
Yeah. That's how my right one felt for the longest time, like through physical therapy and shit. There's so much freaking pain in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just something with the way the nerves are in that freaking elbow that. Yeah, it was shit.
Go ahead and hold for me.
Okay. Yeah, I think Scott got a little discouraged last time because I think he was thinking it's like, oh, I just come off surgery, like it's gonna be super weak. Like I surprised myself. I was like, holy shit, dude, I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
I could just see kind of like, letting me in, like. I was like, man, I don't know.
That's kind of a tough
I
decision.
kind of felt that.
he asked me after you tore your bicep off. He's like, "Are you gonna still do this?" And I said, "I don't know, man. I really don't. I don't know if I want to go through what Mike did." And I said, I don't have insurance or anything like that. I said, it's kind of a big deal. And I said, and then, now I don't even know if,
Yeah, like
my new job will even allow it,
Yeah, just like, I mean, screwing around what we do, I don't think there's a lot of risk there because, like,
Right.
we're not going 110%. Guys in the tournament, you don't know them. They could be malicious dudes and they don't care if they hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Which most of the time is not the case. But.
Well, there's a couple guys that one guy was really aggressive to try to send pain through my arm. That was a deliberate thing that he did.
Yeah.
And he caught me off, but I was like, it caught me off guard, but I was like, I'm not giving up, And it actually hurt my wrist, you know what I mean? The tendons, they were sore.
Yeah,
bruised for a while, but I mean, that's the thing is, you got to play aggressive sports. There's a good chance you're going to get injured.
Yeah.
After I arm wrestled that, man, I had tore my right shoulder. It was my rotator cuff, everything hurt. Yeah. And you've seen how hard I pulled. I was just everything that I absolutely had was focused and did the best. But I couldn't even hold my baby for like about 2 weeks.
Really?
Every time I tried holding her, my arm just wouldn't do it. And it was just like it would fade out. And I'd have to hold her with my hands. And I'm like, Lacey's like, what's wrong? I go, my shoulders. I said, I sprained it. I said, it's killing me, like a throb, and then my left arm was hurting too, and because right before we went up there, I hurt my shoulder and my wrist. Yeah. So I was like, man, I don't know. And then you got injured, like, I think it was a month later.
And see, when we do that, it was
2 months later.
It was April, I think we went and did that. And then, so 3 months later, into July.
Okay. That's crazy. But yeah, so I kind of was like, I'm stepping back, and I had no plans on coming back into arm wrestling. I kept watching those videos and everybody, and I'm like,
well, and a lot of it's like, man, it like gets me pumped and makes me want to because like I was in that funk for a while, dude, and it was like I started watching some of that, and I was like, kind of gave me inspiration. I was like, dude, I need to start working out again. I need to quit being such a freaking bum and pity party, like get off my ass and do something.
Well, I was training with that 20-pound sledgehammer, and I started with the base right at the head of I was doing my twisting and leveraging, and I'd gotten to where it was like right here, and I was doing really well, and then I broke that wrist, and I was like, well, I can't do it. I'm not going to train this one only,
Yeah, so that's kind of how I felt, like, when I was off the whole time, it was like, I was doing physical therapy, so towards the end of physical therapy, I was working both arms, but I could have been working this arm the whole time, but I was like, dude, I don't really want to get all jacked on this and have like a freaking,
like lady in the water guy.
Penis arm over here.
Yeah, it was kind of it was weird, like I haven't been this non-physical in like 20 some years, and I was like, man, this year sucks. And everything was going wrong. Like, I don't know if I told you, I herniated my C4 again. Because I had a hard hat on, and the pipe was jumping. I went to get under, the chute. My head caught the piston, and right when I turned like that, and it went into my neck, and it popped. I heard my neck pop, but I was like, that's not a big deal. And then it started aching. Didn't think nothing of it. And then I got my X-ray like probably 30 days later, and they're like, oh, this one's herniated, and I'm like, yep, that's the one I felt pop, and I've been having headaches since, and then I, this one was broken, and I tore my biceps and my shoulder, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, what next? And then I went in, and I kept having pain in my lower back, and he's like, yeah, your S1 is basically gone. It's just, it looked like a melted candle, like a candle how it waxes all. And I was just like, oh, that looks awesome. And then having all those, issues in my stomach and my legs, and I was like, no, I'm gonna go calisthenics. So I've been doing my ring push-ups, and you see all my videos, but that's basically all I do, man. And I feel better. I feel better than like, I don't feel as strong, obviously, as like throwing a log in my back and running up the mountain.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like, you're gonna sacrifice like, raw strength, but I think you're gonna gain, especially with our age, you're gonna gain more mobility. You're gonna stay in better shape. You're not gonna I need to like stay more limber and shit, like, I don't know, my lower back and freaking sciatic and shit like that. Like if I don't do a lot of shit, my leg goes numb.
You get that too once in a while.
Yeah, it's like that all the time.